Good evening, YouTube. It's ASL, the Hodgepodge Witch here, and look at my altar, how pretty it is when it's dark and lit up. I am going to be doing an altar tour today, tonight, whatever, and I'm going to be probably off camera. I might pop in for a minute. I may show you more than a little altar. I may show you a little bit in this room, but I've just recently moved. My dog is coming in here because she just got a big drink of water. Just recently moved, so everything's been changed and reset up, and yeah, I love it. It looks really, really good. But I'm going to hit the lights so you all can see what's going on before I go and describe some of this stuff to you. Actually, I might be able to do it like this. Well, I'll just give you all a look like this first. And I love that. Okay, let me hit the lights. There we go. Okay, now I'll back you all up again and let y'all see it while it's lit. How pretty. Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, so which side should we start on here? I guess we'll start over here. Thought we were going over there. Oh, this is going to be such a bad shaky camera. Okay, so I have my incense burner, which is the little owl with the, I don't really like the incense in it, just because it doesn't smoke the way that it's supposed to, so I just have them sitting. My incense is there. It's supposed to go under it, but, and then that's just a little clay doodad that I really like, and he sits facing the door. Lovely. Ow, I'll burn myself. And this, I don't know if I've shown you all this before. This is like a, you can use it one of two ways. You can use it as like an altar besom or broom, or you can use it as a smudger, so you can waft your smudge. And that's what I generally do, is I use it as a smudge. And I got this in a switch witch. We may do a switch witch. That would be really fun. I'll tell you all about that. I went to Kingsport, which is in Tennessee. I'm actually in Virginia. And this card was laying on the ground in the water, in the rain, in a puddle. And I just picked it up and dried it out. And it's on here because I feel like it was meant for me, because everybody else just kind of walked by it, didn't even look down, didn't see it. And it was face up like this, like that, in the water. So, and I've got my selenite, more selenite, more selenite, more selenite. And this is my bloodstone skull, this little guy. And this print, oh my goodness, this print. Let me see if I can get that glare off of there. One of my weird being W-Y-R-D, not weird as in odd, but weird as in fate sisters, actually gave me that as a gift, and I absolutely love the drawing of this raven. Like, oh my goodness, love it. I don't know if any of you have worked with Morpheus or the Raven King or the Bringer of Dreams, or even if you all have a matron who is the Morgan or Hecate even, or even Caradwyn, or any of the so-called quote-unquote dark or death goddesses. They generally have corvids or blackbirds or crows and ravens as some of their symbolism. So I love this so much. It resonates so deeply with me. I love it so much. I can't even thank her enough. Love this picture. Okay, enough rambling about that. But isn't it gorgeous? Just a white taper in sand. And look at this little guy. I went to a little pagan store in Greensboro, North Carolina, and there's a lady that hand makes these, and they were just lining her shop. And this is the one that I ended up taking home. Love him. And we'll go down first. This is... Oh my goodness. It's been one of those days, people. My back's still hurting. This I love. I got this. I can't remember where I got this. But it's here doing a thing. And I can't remember the name of you. I'm going to come back on and rename this thing because I cannot remember it to save my life. This I got kind of cute. It's like a mortar and pestle, and I've got some selenite dust in there because I love selenite so much. But this is actually called a molcajete. And I got that in Cozumel, Mexico when we went on a cruise, and I love this. And I just use it specifically for crushing up making selenite dust. And I've got, oh, sorry, this. And it's got like planetary symbols and stuff all around it. And I absolutely love it. I can't remember where I got that. I think that was given to me. And I've got my anointing oil back there. That's frankincense and myrrh mixed together. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. I love it so much. And moving on over here. And I've got like a crystal grid going on with some light. This place had some energy that I had to deal with going on with it and stuff. And yeah, so it's doing a thing with my candle, also doing a thing with some flowers, also doing a thing with some hematite that was given to me by the same sister that gave me my raven. And it's also doing a thing. But like the top, you can see if I can get up. And it's got all 4 directions plus the quarter directions. And then I've got like, I guess you could... We're talking about calling the quarters and how some are guardians versus... I'll explain this later. Remind me and I'll do a video on how this works. I'm sure everybody knows about crystal grids and how this works and the general feel of this one. But yeah, this is all doing a thing. This is actually a slab of marble. And I love it. It's... I can't even lift it right now. It's really heavy. Let's see. Moving on over. That's an offering bowl in the back, this blue. And it was made for me by a friend. It's got some seeds in it. By a friend. Let's see if his mark is underneath it. Yeah. We call him Ike. And he actually made this and put it in a kiln and fired it and then glazed it and fired it again. And I love that blue. And it's got, I don't know if you can see like the spirally circle pattern. I love this bowl. And here I have my pendulums. This is my amethyst on the Tree of Life pendant. And then this one was my first one ever. And I absolutely adore it. It answers so well for me. The amethyst I've just recently gotten. And it works just not as well as this one. I've had this one for, oh my goodness, how old am I? For 14 years, that one. So it's held up really well. I'm dreading the day that it breaks and I have to restring it, but oh, and this is also sitting on a pinnacle that I made out of just regular, like, what's it called? Like oven baked clay. There's a word for it. And this is all raised up. And I was going to paint this white, but I thought, what the heck, I like it how it is. It's very natural looking, and I dig it. So it stayed this way. And moving back in this general area. I'm sorry my hand's in the way a lot, but I'm all excited pointing this stuff. I've got an amethyst point here. And it's, you can see that it's still dirt covered and stuff because it was doing a thing and now it's doing a new thing. My owl that I've had forever. It's so old. This came from a cliff in Cozumel, and it's like corally. Let's see if I can get a good picture of this. Oh, love it. Look how good that looks. And like you can smell it, and it still smells like the sea. And I've had that for I don't even know how long. I can't even tell you. since I went on a cruise, so 2 years at least. This is my chalice that I made. Well, I didn't make the glass. Oh, oh no. But I did engrave it, if you can see. Yeah. So I did that. That's glass etching that I've done. Let me get my things back up here. There we go. Turn, do your thing. Okay. This card, I went to a reading fair, and there was a lady that I got a reading by, and as a gift, you reach your hand into this black bag and you pull out a card, and this is the card that I got. It says, I love myself totally in the now. And I was having really issues with who I was and not liking who I was, and so this really fit me. And then the other side says, I am gentle, kind, and comforting to my inner child as we uncover and release the old negative messages within us. This was so relevant and true when I got it, and the reading was really good as well. So this just sits here as a reminder that in order to love myself in the future, I have to love myself who I am right now. You know, we all think about what we want to become and who we want to be and what we want to change, but we never focus on loving the parts of us that are awkward and hateful and resentful and jealous and, you know, childlike and petty. All of those shadow aspects that we don't really like to admit to ourselves, but that I love myself totally in the now means I love all of those aspects, and I have to love them in order to release them. At least that's how it is for me. My Egyptian goddess that I absolutely love. I love all of my altar. Can you tell I've said I absolutely love it like 8 times? But my mother got me that for my birthday. It's like 6 or 7 or 10-ish years ago, something like that. And I just use her as like a representation of Mother Goddess, or, you know, goddess in general. I love the way that her hands are. I love the way that she's holding there's supposed to be a tea light up there, but I think it went out. Yeah, my candle went out, but it's okay. I just love everything about her. I love her stance. It's strong. I love her. Love, love, love. And more selenite. I love selenite. You're going to see more selenite in just a minute. Just in a minute. This is a salt lamp. Like Himalayan salt rock. And it's got just enough for like a tea light to go inside. And I love it. My full moon water, I always keep it full and on my altar because I use quite a bit of it. I actually made some full moon water when we had the eclipse, and it's on another altar on the other side of the room, and it has a very specific purpose in mind for it, but this is all use, and it says blessings, consecrations, protection, goddess, magics, meditation, you know how that is. I'm sure everybody knows how to make full moon water, and if you don't, tell me and I'll do a video on it. This is just like an illumination lamp. I just love the red with the gold, and I thought it went really well with her, so this is where this is. Over here, got my other owl, and that's got my sage. It's got a, oh my goodness, I can't words today. I'm gonna have to pull it out and sniff it. Get out. Lemongrass, sage, and I think lemongrass. I think that's what that is. All my other ones are up here on this little thing, and I'll show you that in a minute. But I use sage quite a bit, and I use that lemongrass quite a bit, just because I love the smells of it, and I don't believe you can use too much sage because I love the scent. And this plant was given to me by my other weird WYRD sister, and I love it. It's actually 2 plants, so this is a plant and then this is a plant, and it's taken off pretty well. And I've got a sprig of back there, that's blueberries. And then I have my blue lamp that I got at Ross for like $4. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love it so much. Okay, moving on to this top part here, which is kind of my, I don't even really know how to explain this top part, but I wanted the representations of God and Goddess other than my Egyptian girl, because she's so tall, to be higher up, to give this altar like a little bit of levels. you know, so how that's got like levels behind it. This, don't you love that? Is actually like a belly wrap that you use for belly dancing. But I don't belly dance because that would be really bad. But I do love this color purple, and I love that sound. And this is actually just on like some wood that's been built up like that. So that's where it sits. And if I'm not mistaken, my other cat goddess is under here as well. Because under this I have like storage. Nope. But I do have other stuff under there. So we're not going to go into all that. Look at this gorgeous piece of amethyst. And I can't believe I think I got that in Roanoke for like $5 at a street fair. And it's like on a piece of, you know, rock. And this is my little bastet that I love. I love everything on my altar. I know I keep saying I love it a lot. I'm sorry. This is all like my soul pieces. My soul pieces. Now I've got my quartz doing a thing. Another piece of amethyst over here doing a thing with my lovely salt lamp that I love. Salt lamps are really good for like purifying the air. If you burn a lot of incense or you have a lot of dust, and I have dogs and I have a cat, and the cat loves to be up here, so I try to run my salt lamp and and light that one. And I have another one in the living room, but I try to light them as much as I can just to get some air cleansing going on and some energy moving, and I just love it. And look, you can't really see, but I just love him. I'm very much a sea type person, an ocean person, and I went to Virginia Beach on a whim. It's been a couple months ago, and stayed for the night and drove back, and I went window shopping, and this guy was in there. So that is my Neptune statue, Neptune or Poseidon, or however you view your god of the sea. That's him. I'm very much drawn to the sea as home, and the depths of it. Very, you know, calm on top lots of times, but so much darkness and depth, and just unknown aspects underneath. I very much am attuned with ocean and sea. So you'll see sand and shells and all sorts of stuff. Like over there, the shell, and over here's sand, and look, there's Neptune or Poseidon. I love this piece of spirit quartz. This is my newest piece. I went to a place called Eclectic Path. It's actually in Marion, Virginia. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm shaking the camera. And this was the only piece of spirit quartz that was in the place. And it sort of, if you look at it and the light hits it just right, to me, it looks like a lion or a wolf kind of sitting or hunched over or something. And my weird sister that gave me this said that it felt canine, and I can see that. It feels very protector-ish, very canine-ish, and she was very specific. She said that it had chow energy, which to me it does quite resemble a chow or a dog. But anywho, and I have this huge piece of, you guessed it, selenite. I have selenite all over the place because I love it. The funny thing and great thing about selenite is that it doesn't have to be charged. It is one of those crystals that's like a ready-to-work crystal. You can take it wherever, place it wherever, and it will do its thing. And it's phenomenal. So that's the altar. And I may do a witchy room tour because I've got some other stuff that I need to show everybody. Like I've got my it's Hecate up there. There's another Hecate altar on the other side of the room that's gorgeous, but I'll go ahead and I got this for my birthday, which was in July, and my mother got me that. And so in these I think I've got cinnamon and some incenses in here, so you know, just little cone incenses in these that I burn a lot. And these are herbs that I use quite a bit. I've got, I think that's lemon verbena because it's like my go-to herb. Yeah. So I've got lobelia, lemon verbena, rosemary, mugwort. I believe that's star anise, chia seeds. And these two I've just recently worked with here recently. Oh, repetitive much. Anyway, I've just worked with these two recently, so that's why they're up here. They need to be switched out with stuff that I use more often. Mugwort, I just used, a friend of mine actually got a divination device. I'm not gonna spill into those details because those are personal, but I got this person to use some mugwort and loan some of that out. So yeah, so and back here is a blend that I made, and there's another blend, and there are my smudges, and one of those is mugwort and one of those is cedar. And then I've got charged sea salt for workings, and my adorable little kettle there. And then I painted Hecate. I had a journal, I can't remember by the name of the guy that it was done, but he does this type of water that looks exactly like this, and I've just taken that type of water and then I sketched in her and painted her on this board and got my key above her. So I may do the other side of the room later because this is a 20-minute video, 21-minute video. But yeah, there's my altar. I'm gonna cut these lights out again because I want to end on a, I just love it so much. It's so good. Yeah. But there's my altar and one wall, not even a whole wall, of the witchy room. Oh, I forgot, there's a feather thing over here that I forgot to tell you about too. See behind here? This is a pheasant tail that my weird sister gave me. Not the one that gave me that, but the one that gave me the plant. Yeah, so she gave me this. And it's cured, and it sits up behind the owl like that. I think I didn't miss anything else. Yep, I did. There's a rock that says courage. And one of these days I will tell you the story of the Courage Rock. It's very heart-wrenching for me, and I do not have the energy to tell you all right now. But yes. So, what do you all think? I hope to hear from you all. Like, subscribe, comment. If you have any questions about altars, or if you want me to explain anything, or you want me to show you anything else, if you're looking for other videos, just comment and I will do them. I'm really spastic, guys. I hope you all have a great night, and blessed be. I'll talk to y'all again soon. Bye.